all by myself. Yes, pardon me? Right, so in today's video we did a double calculator, a basic double calculator, which has operations of addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. I'll show you how it works right now. So see, which number do you want to calculate? And I made it so it's double so we can have, like fractions, etc. Because last video I looked at stats to finish it because I was on the phone with my friend, and I kind of got carried away. And it's like 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. That's one of the numbers that you want to use. So we're going to do 76, 76, 76. And then it says, what operations do you want to use? Or operation do you want to use? Since we have these four, this would be addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. Let's say I want to multiply the two. I can get that. See? Anyways, this is the answer. Now, I'll do it again so I can run it back so I can show you guys. I'll probably want to add something else to it, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to add here too. Probably multiply it so you guys can see. And here it is, 56,088. That is the answer. That's the output of this program. I'm going to run you through it. For some reason, I did have issues with main. I keep thinking methods are class, not main. Methods are classes, but methods actually fall under classes. So when I was doing this, it low-key took me like 20 minutes. And I did, when I was doing this, I low-key got better with declarative methods and actually doing, maybe next time I'll do I remember the first video we were watching something about methods. I'll probably like a zombie game. I could probably build a game now. Anyways, this is our add method. This is what the return is. And then we have our parameters right here. This is our double parameters for x and y right here. And I do remember a fact. It doesn't really matter what the parameters are called as long as it's called. It's return, or we're getting the input from it. It will just take like the first information of any number. I remember that bit. Same here for calc method right here. This is sub. So this is calculating our sum or subtraction. This is pretty much it. Same for division. This is dividing. And this is multiplying right here. And maybe next time I'll actually make it so it's continuous and we can stop, execute, break the program and keep going until it's continuous, so we don't have or it feels more so like a real calculating program, or you know what I mean. Here is our main output. This is the introductory line right here. I did mess with the new line right here because I do want to get familiar with it. I did have issues from yesterday's video. I was using this operation right here. Let me show you. This is the operation I was using. I know that it doesn't really help. The actual operation is this. So, and I also didn't know that it has to be within the quotation marks. If I knew this, I would have, made it better. But a brother like me didn't know this. And it was way longer. I think this one's more suited. I did ask chat to rephrase or actually make the programming look better, so that's why it does look like this. But I'm telling you the truth, I did all this by myself. It says please type in the digits that you would like to calculate. Boom, 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 and then these are the symbols, blah, 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 anyways, this is just a blank so we can get here, and then this is which numbers we would like to calculate. This is where we're getting the input from the user, 1, 2, 3 would be this one, 4, 5, 6 would be that one right here. And this is system out that prints what operation do you want to use. And these are the operations, just a reminder so the user understands what operations they can use to get the calculation they want. And here is our string operation, so we can tell which what's called key they want, which key they're using, because we can't really use numbers, so we're using a string operation. And this is just the input, and that's the operation name. So, and this is where we would type in this right here. You see, that's where the multiplication is. And then this is our if operation here. I think we can make it so it's within one of these methods, but we don't really have to do that. Instead, we can have it here. I probably will add chat what would look way better or what would be more efficient, and if this is credible, if it's good looking, Anyways, here it is. This is our if statement. So this one says, if operation is plus, it will go back here and do the calc add and then return the value back. And this is what we're doing right here. So say system out that print, and then we're getting the input right here, and then it will be returning this right, system answer. And then if not that, then we'll check here. If not multiplication, then or not multiplication, subtraction, then we'll jump to division. If not division, multiplication. I also would say invalid operator. Now, I haven't tested the invalid operator. I will test it right now. So this is the number we want, and then what operation do you want to use? We'll say k. This is invalid operation. I probably think that it would be better if we, instead of ending the code right there, it should rerun it back, and it'll just do another what's called loop, right? So instead it'll be like a for, and once the loop is executed and it works, it jumps back to here, and then it'll ask the same questions until what's called the conditions are met. I can do that right now, but I do want to just show a review case, so I don't have to necessarily worry about this later, because to be honest, I think later I will be busy. So I did study today. Let's see what chat says. This is bro. This program looks good for where you are with method. This is honestly a solid beginner calculator. You did well with the scanner. Separating methods, add, subtract, multiply. You use double, which is even better for division. You use equal correctly, comparing operations. Your program is organized and readable. Your clue, whatever, I read a bit slow. Yeah, see, it added what I thought would be better, It added a prompt that asks if you want to use a calculator again. And then this is right here. And then if it were to say no, then we'll come back. I think they're using, see, they're using a switch. Okay, let's leave them. I'll probably want to test it out. Do you want to test it out? Let's see what happens. Yes. Okay, see, it works way better than mine. See, I think maybe next video I might want to rewire or do something more, because I feel like I'm good with almost about everything, but I don't really know how to use switches. I'm not really good with these sort of stuff, but now I'm getting better at it. I know how to use return values, I know how to use that, but I think maybe actual next video I'm going to be doing method overload, and this will be in the morning because later on I do have work, and when I'm at work, can't really do all that stuff. And then after that, we'll be doing Java scope, and I remember how to use scope. Oh yeah, I remember how to use scope. This is I remember. It's pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I am going a little bit slow. Slow on where I want to be, As of right now, I'm getting up there. Maybe I should do a